nations, and now time for the Swedish national anthem.
For the national anthem of Sweden.
Beautiful. The national anthem is sang a cappella, and you can hear it throughout the arena. It's always a big occasion, usually one reserved for the host nations, but with Sweden being such close neighbours, they've basically packed out this Royal Arena in Copenhagen. A nice way to get this game started. We're just moments away from our third and final game in the first set of matches in Group D, Egypt against Sweden. And as I said before, two very close games got us started earlier on today here in Copenhagen. Will this one live up? Now Egypt coached by David Davis. Players to look out for, I mentioned before, Mohamed Sanid, number 91 on the right wing, very exciting winger. Number 66, Ahmed El Akmar as well, experienced guy, 34 years of age, has been around the block in Europe and in Africa. As for Sweden, well, who is there not to look out for? The goalkeeper pair, Andreas Pelika and Mikael Appelgren. They play together at Rhein-Neckar Leuven, playing together here as well. A fantastic pair. Jim Gottfriedsen, number 24, the centre back. He was the MVP of the last Euro, and they are coached by Christian Andreasen, the Icelandic coach who's been with them since 2016 and been a big part of their rise back to the top of the handball world. The atmosphere is here. It's a packed arena. Two fantastic teams. Sweden coming into this as slight favourites, but there's a lot of fear in this opponent. Young, up-and-coming players, very exciting players as well. They're tough, and they will not be giving up a great team spirit as well, Egypt. And they will be starting attacking from left to right on your screens in the red jerseys and black shorts, and defending on the right-hand side of your screen, and the yellow shirts. And blue shorts is Sweden. Quick pass back and forth to get a feel for the ball. We're underway. There's still one more in there. Here we go. So interestingly enough for Egypt, El Akmar does not start the game at right back. Indeed, it is Yahya Omar, who gets the nod at right back. We'll see what he's capable of. There's space there through the middle, but an attacking foul called against the line player. Let off for Sweden as a goal was scored. Doesn't count. Sweden now down the other end, and an immediate goal, not messing around Sweden. And it's Albin Lagergren with the first goal of the game. The SC Magdeburg player moved there from Kristianstad over the summer. Weren't wasting any time there in the transition attack. Sweden very good at that. They move the ball very calmly but very precisely, looking for that gap. Lagergren goes straight onto it. Isa in the middle, looking for space. I know he takes a beautiful shot to equalize. Looked like he was being held onto, but he managed to get that right arm free. Let's look at that one again. Nielsen had a grip on him. Yeah, just a bit too much momentum going through. And Eslam Isa with his first and Egypt's first of the game. So we're all square here, and a chance to look at the settled attack from Sweden with Jerry Tolbring, the only choice on the left wing. for Sweden today. As I said, Hampus Vanna out. He was sick for the last few days. Jim Gottfriedsen drifting out to the left there. He's playing at centre-back, and here he is in the ball. Playing the ball out to Tolbing. That's a nice stop. Went for the near post. The goalkeeper, Karim Hendawi, stood tall. The Besiktas keeper, playing in the Champions League with the Turkish club. Very sought-after goalkeeper as well. Being looked at by larger clubs at the beginning of the season, but Besiktas managed to hold on to him. He's definitely one to watch out for at this tournament and for the future. Line switch. Mohamed Mamdou in on the line. As I said, the defending Champions League winner with Montpellier. Part of the side which came from the depths of Group C and D, the lower tier of the Champions League. Went on to reach the Final Four in Cologne and won it spectacularly in a Final Four which featured 3 French teams. Shot blocked, and Sweden come away with it. Taking their time in the transition this time. Kim Ekdal Durier in the middle, plays it off to Gottfriedsen. Ekdal Durier runs into Gottfriedsen and decides to slow it down as the ball was almost snatched away from him. Ekdal Durier comes off. Lucas Nielsen comes on in the center for the meantime. Line switch with Jesper Nielsen. Gottfriedsen plays it off. Lagergren tried to play it back. Luckily for him, he was fouled on the way through, because otherwise he'd be throwing the ball out of play. Lagergren just couldn't see the space, but already a push on Gottfriedsen after he released the ball. Gottfriedsen in the middle to Nielsen. Niklas Ekberg coming in from the right wing as the second line, as that shot is blocked and goes out for a corner throw. So solid defense from Egypt in these opening minutes, as was expected. Very aggressive as well, pushing out, not afraid to take on these attackers, as the shot is blocked down by the keeper. A second big save. This one very impressive by Hendawi. And Egypt now with a chance to take the lead for the first time. Switching the backcourt, but strong defending by Ekdal Durier. It's El Akmar, who's actually out on the right wing at the moment. Usually known as a right back. We'll see what he can do in that position, whether he'll try and come into play at some point in the backcourt. Shot comes in, it's wide to the right. Sweden have a chance now to counter. Appelgren takes it away. Ekdal Durier in the middle. He lines up the shot and he puts it in the top right-hand corner. Kim Ekdal Durier, his first World Championship goal since his comeback. And after 5 minutes of play, Sweden take a 2-1 lead. And he hits and tops the 100km/h mark with that one. You could see from about 15 meters out, he was lining up the shot. Didn't waste any time, and Sweden had the lead. Omar plays it out to the left. Into the line. You can see they were looking for the line for most of that attack. Mohamed Mamdou, a key player in this Egyptian attack. He gets us going again. Omar. Aissa. Omar with a bit of space. He checks out to the left-hand side. Tries to bring his left back into play. He does exactly that. With some argy-bargy on the line there. And that's a 2-minute suspension. Very early call to be making there. But the referees, the Macedonian referees, are happy with their call. And it was on that shove by Jesper Nielsen. He went down a tiny bit early, but it was enough to convince Georgi Nishevsky and Slaven Nikolov that warranted a 2-minute suspension. So an early gift here for Egypt. They're a man up in attack. Where can they find a space here? On the wing perhaps. No, Omar goes alone. He puts it off the near post. And that's a let off for Sweden. They did well to open up the shot, but not for the near post. Sweden take the goalkeeper out, playing with Andy Nielsen in for the first time. He's going in on the line there. Gottfridsson checks off Lagergren. Nielsen has space on the left-hand side. He gets his shot off, and that's a penalty given. That was a clear one as well. Nicely worked there. He knew he was going to get a penalty with any kind of touch. Wasn't the best angle for the shot, but that didn't matter. And Niklas Ekberg steps up to take his first penalty of the game. He fakes it once, and he puts it in the right-hand side of the goal for a 3-1 lead, his first of the game, the captain of the Swedes. And with over a minute played in this 2-minute suspension, it's going quite well for Sweden. Man down, a goal up. Space in the right here. Will get the shot off, he does shoot, but straight at Appelgren. Mikkel Appelgren with another stop as he makes his way off. Subdued celebrations this time. And Sweden controlling that 2-minute suspension brilliantly, forcing the shot on that occasion out on the wing. Their player is not considered a wing player. Scoring a goal as well halfway through it. 2-minute suspension now over, back to full strength. And a chance to go up as we see that rugby tackle come in. A bit heavy there by Karim Abdelrahim. He certainly got his man. Nielsen, Gottfridsson opens up some space for Nielsen to come into the centre. And here he is on the ball, tries to get free, but closed down immediately. The defending very, very aggressive, trying to stop the man immediately each time. Nice ball into the line, off the post. Egypt take it away. Space in the right if they can move it. And he goes for this shot on his own, and it works out beautifully. Second in a row for Eslam Issa. Say second in a row, the only 2 goals Egypt have scored so far, both coming from Issa, the centre back, backed himself. 9 minutes played here, low scoring game so far. Sweden not flexing their attacking muscle just yet. As the Egyptian defense, you can see, standing out to 8-9 meters. As soon as there's any kind of switch going on or any players threatening on coming near that 9-meter area, they're right out on top of them, making contact immediately. As long as that works out and they don't find the line every time, because that is the problem with this kind of defense when you're stepping out, and it opens up so much space for a line player to move into. And also you can see movement from the wings coming in as a second line as well. As you see the shot from Nielsen saved again. Another good stop by Hendawi. Egypt, chance to slow things down here. Mohamed Mamdou wasn't up in the line position just yet. But Hendawi having a stormer so far for the Egyptians. 3 very good saves in his opening 10 minutes. He's restricted Sweden to just 3 goals. Issa back into the centre-back position. Plenty of movement. Goes for the low shot straight at the feet of Andy Nielsen. Another low shot, this time at Appelgren. Trying to force that a bit. Instead of moving off the ball, they just try to force in these low shots. Didn't work once, didn't work twice. Ekdal Durier takes his time with it. Sees there's no option for the shot, and he comes off, makes way for Jim Gottfridsson. Nielsen, Tolbring threatening the shot there. He's going to come around as a second line player. Nielsen has the space now in the left wing. He makes the most of it. That's big for him. Missed a couple of shots in the opening 10 minutes. He gets his goal now. And it's a 4-2 lead for Sweden. Nice off-the-ball movement by Tolbring. And as you can see, El Akmar pulling his shorts down on the way through. Didn't stop Nielsen. It's 4-2 to Sweden. Omar on the long loop around, tries to find the line, eventually gets into his hands, but a foul called. Mohamed Mamdou gets us going again. As they're looking for some movement, shot straight at Applegrain as well. This is a chance for the counter-attack. Tolbring plays it off, back to Tolbring. No, it isn't. And Dowie takes it away, and then he steps out of the area, and the referee spots it and tells him to go back. I'm not sure there was a foul call before that, otherwise it would have just been a case of the goalkeeper stepping out with the ball. But the free throw must have been called, and it's Egypt's ball. Over 12 minutes played here, just 6 goals scored. This will suit Egypt. Omar, the long wraparound, plays it off, and that's a shot from the near post, and Applegrain is swatting them away here. Guffertson. Durier. Oh, nice ball behind the back, and it's an even better save. Another big stop by Hendawi. Fantastic stuff from the Besiktas goalkeeper. He's having a stormer in this game, and he's the only reason why Sweden are not 8-2 up at the moment. To be fair, Applegrain is doing the same. It's spectacular. His shots are a bit more straightforward. Both goalkeepers, Hendawi and Applegrain, doing a stellar job so far. Omar looking to go 1 against 1. They're just not beating the players 1 against 1. The Swedish defense is all over them, right on top. But that's a nice ball over the top. Stolen by Ekdal Durier. Ball out to the right-hand side, but Ekberg can't pick it up. The pass by Tolbring. It's just behind him. And we have a timeout called by the Egyptian coach, David Davis. Bit too hectic for him. He's a meticulous coach. I'm sure he has something planned for them.
No, please. Ashra. Do it for there. I tell you this, and you play from the other side. When this is this first match, make 2. The problem is that we are shooting too much shoots outside. You want to shoot there and you don't jump. It's like this, but at least jump. Let's try to play now.
Hej, fram och kör vi fint spets då. Spring lång väg, sen bort till anbefall, check. Kommer du in i banan? Ja. Kom igen. Hej, you. Hej,
outside and to play here, walk at the walk. On the other side, okay? Everything.
David Davis tried to set his players straight, saying that they have the right idea, just playing it from the wrong side, and also encouraging his players to take a jump shot. As we saw, there were too many standing shots low down. And Mikael Applegrain is all over them. We'll see if they change their approach here. So far, 13.5 minutes played, just 2 goals down. They can't be too disappointed. The defense is working a treat. The only problem for them is that they're finding goals very difficult to come back. Space here for this shot to come in. It's blocked on the way through and saved by Applegrain. Durier off to Lagergren, but it doesn't connect. And a counter-attack opportunity. They're flooding down. They need to move the ball though. The space on the right-hand side. Indecisive with the passing. Pass finally comes through. Shot in. Applegrain saves, and the referees have called, I think, a penalty. For the shot from Omar. Yes, it is indeed a penalty. And it's El Akmar who steps up to take it. Get his first goal of this World Championship. Yes, he does. He sneaks it past the keeper. True to form. El Akmar, a very skillful player, and he just spun it past the left leg of Applegrain, who, as you can see, reckons it was just a hair away. So Egypt back within 1. We've reached the quarter-hour mark. Maybe our lowest scoring half of the championship so far. Gottfriedson, Lagergren to Nielsen. Nielsen has space, but Lagergren was in his way. Oh, he had space to run into, but Albin Lagergren was loitering around that 7-meter line. As you can see, just runs into him. Nielsen looking for the penalty, but he was nearly fouled by his own player with a bit of help from the Egyptian defense. Here we go again. Gottfriedson, he's got space to shoot, and he gets his first real shot and anger off to make it a 2-goal lead for Sweden. Omar into the line, that's a nice one. Even better save. Rebound, though, is picked up, and that's unfortunate for Appelgren. Yahia Omar picks up the goal, and Egypt back within 1. Switch with Andy Nielsen. Gottfriedson now plays it off to the left-hand side. Space there for the shot for Tolbring. He makes no mistake. Jere Tolbring. The Reineke Leuven, the left wing. And now the goals are starting to flow here. Simple play. Not trying to do anything too special. Just creating enough of space. And enough of an angle for Tolbring to move into. He does the rest. Well, Akmar now in at right back. Moore's comfortable position. What can he do? He tries to go over the top. He does eventually. He gets a shot off, but he's fouled on the way through by Ekdal Durier. Ahmed El Akmar had a spell at Reineke Leuven after the 2015 World Championship for the rest of that season. After he impressed there, so he would know a fair few of these Swedish players, as Reineke Leuven are full of Scandinavians. Ball into the line is no good. There's a chance here in the counter-attack, and Lucas Nielsen puts it away. He had 2 men on either side to choose from, but it opened up in front of him, and he gives Sweden their first 3-goal lead of the game. A critical moment here for Egypt. Can they react? They're best to slow things down first. Nothing doing there. The players on the wrong side. As you had Yahya Omar playing on the left-hand side. And Ahmed Kairi stuck on the right. Kairi now in the centre-back position. Setting up the play. Space to move into. The shot is blocked and is picked up by Tolbring. That's excellent defensive handball, and the chance in the counter-attack for Niklas Ekberg, and he puts it away. And it all began from that block, and Jere Tolbring keeping it in. Let's look at it again. The block came down. Tolbring somehow managed to pick it up, stay inside, and look to find a teammate. That was the critical thing. He kept it in play straight to Ekdal Durier, and it was finished off by Niklas Ekberg. Now we're at double scores, 8-4. So we're saying critical moments for Egypt. Their opponents are starting to figure out their defense. They've already figured out their attack. They have to change something here and get the goals flowing. El Akbar in the right back position again. Here he is on the ball, opening up the empty switch. There's not enough incisive movement there. They're moving the ball around, but they're not really forcing the Swedish team to make any move. All looking very comfortable at the moment. That's much better. He's inside, and that's going to be a penalty. Much better from Ahmed Kairi. He got the better of Lagergren there. He just held on the way through. And a 2-minute suspension to boot. So El Akmar steps up for his second penalty. He fakes it once, and he fools Appelgren again. Pretty much the same one. Just sneaks it past his left leg, you can see there. Right down the middle, in fact. And Appelgren asked his left leg to wake up. That's twice in a row he allowed a ball to go through on the penalty. And there's Kim Anderson on court for the first time at this World Championship. Been playing in Ystad in Sweden for the last few seasons. Had suffered a lot of serious shoulder issues, but has managed to come back in recent years, regain his form, and now he's back with the national team. A legend of the sport in Sweden. Nielsen tries to find a way through again, a very heavy challenge. I think that'll be a 2-minute suspension for him. A bit too heavy this time around, and unnecessary as well. Drags him down with 2 men waiting. Rahman Abdu takes a seat for the next 2 minutes. And Sweden still have a minute and 5 seconds left in their 2-minute suspension, but they've taken the keeper out, so it's 6-on-5 for them in attack. Nielsen takes a shot, saved, goes back into play with Zachariason. Zachariason just come in for Ekberg on the right wing, and there's a timeout called by Christian Andreasen. Not too happy with something, so let's listen in and hear what he has to say.
Jätteläget igen, då drar du och gör mål. Bytena så... Om Jerry är först på bytet så blir någon av er etta då. Är ni med på den? Ja, räkna in det. Lugnt och fint. Läs på det igen. Kom igen gubbar.
Ashara, but for him, walk at the walk. Okay? If you can, go to steer block. If not, the same to steer block. Okay, Ashara?
In the last 10 minutes, Sweden starting to take control of this game. Defense looking as strong as ever, and in attack, particularly counter-attack, starting to flow. Now, they're a man up in the attack. Kim Anderson, and there's Kim Anderson's first goal of this World Championship. It is well and truly a Kim back. Both Kim Ekdahl Duryea and now Kim Anderson have scored their first goal of this championship. And the crowd particularly happy about that one. And it's a 4-goal lead once again for Sweden. Just under 10 minutes left to play in this first half. And Egypt now, the next 15 seconds, a man up in attack. See what they can do with it. The space in there in the line, but an attack foul called against Mohamed Mamdou, and that's the last thing you need. The one thing you don't want to do when you're a man up is give the ball away like that. Tough call. Mamdou, the guilty party on that occasion. Now Sweden player up themselves for the next 30 seconds. Ball out to the right wing. Plenty of space for the shot, and it's put away by Matthias Zachrisson. His first of the day. The Fuchs Berlin player, who, if you remember, at the Euro last year, deputised as a right back and did an excellent job, particularly in the semi-final against Denmark. But back in his more comfortable right wing position. Egypt moving the ball a bit better in attack now, starting to force the defense to move a bit more. Zainal Abidine at left back. Yet to get a shot off, really, and here he is on the ball. Zainal Abidine, as soon as I said it, he whips one, comes off the crossbar, rebound taken by Mohamed Mamdou. Much needed goal for Egypt. And good to see Zainal Abidine take a shot as well. That shot off the post, rebound goes Egypt's way. Looking to press it now. Zainal Abidine plays it off. Omar comes back around. And they slow things down. Allow Mohamed Mamdou to come back into the attack. El Akbar right back position. Tayari in the centre. Ali Zainal Abidine waiting off screen at the moment. He's back on screen and on the ball. El Akmar drifts around looking for the line player, and he has got a bit of space behind that defense. They just can't find him. The Swedish defense looking quite imposing at the moment. They're standing off that 6-meter area, moving very well as a defensive wall. There we go again. Shot comes in, this time sneaks past the keeper, Ali Zainal Abidine, with his first of the day. He's got an arm on him. That time, Appelgren was nearly at it, the bottom left-hand corner. Just couldn't get enough on it to stop. Egypt back within 3, so they've responded well. Gottfridsson to Nielsen. Gottfridsson coming into the centre now. Here he is on the ball. He sets it up for Anderson. Across to Nielsen. Anderson again. Looks like he was stepping into the shot. Eventually gets rid of the ball. Gottfridsson, the space to move into. He tries to go 1-against-1. Good defending though. Andy Nielsen gets us going again. Lucas Nielsen. Anderson, he's got room to shoot, and there's no stopping that. Kim Anderson with his second goal. Took her from the wrong side, from the left-hand side of the court, but he had plenty of room to run into and shoot there. And that shoulder, if there's any problems with it anymore, it doesn't look like it. It certainly seems like the issues are well and truly gone. I think he has a rocket for a shot, as we see El Akmar score his first from open play. Scored a couple of penalties before that. And after 24 minutes of play, Egypt still sticking with this very aggressive defense. They haven't let up on that front, which is important for them. Because if they do let up at all, the Swedish side, with the attacking players they have, the threats they have around the court, will not take any prisoners. Gottfridsson, Kim Anderson. Anderson again with the shot. He makes it 3 in quick succession. Well and truly back, and he's looking as good as ever. Extends the lead to 4. Kim Anderson. Nicely set up by Gottfridsson as well. Sent the defensive block back to the 6-meter area. Gave Anderson a bit of space. He makes it 3 for him on the night. 12 for Sweden. Blackmore. See the pace, the Egyptian attack. Slow at the moment, building it up slowly. Looking for the right opportunity. El Akmar, nice ball into the line. Shot comes in off the crossbar. Referees say no penalty. Counter-attack opportunity. Lucas Nielsen is going nowhere. He plays it off to Anderson. And they bring out the defensive players. Bring back on the heavy hitters. Gottfridsson and Nielsen in on the line. Lucas Nielsen runs into trouble. Anderson behind the back pass to Zachrisson, and it goes in. Kim Anderson with all the tricks. If he's not banging them in, he's setting up beautiful passes. What an assist that is. It came out of nowhere as well. Brilliantly executed. Matthias Zachrisson went for the near post, and Dari got a leg on it, but couldn't stop the shot. And it's a 5-goal lead once again for Sweden. El Akmar. Ball across, eventually gets through and almost stole. A nice pass across by El Akmar. And a good finish as well by Asa. He's had a pretty good first half in attacking terms for Egypt. As you can see, the advertising boards behind you, Egypt will be the host of the next World Championship in 2 years' time, the next Men's World Championship in 2 years' time. For this team building up towards that, but also the chances to progress in this tournament. As you see, a nice ball into the line, but Tolbring can't convert it. And Dowie with another stop. Though it seems like Sweden are dominating this game and playing the nicer handball, they are just 4 goals ahead, and it is a low-scoring game. Egypt not too far away. And every save like that from Karim Hendawi gives Egypt a chance to close the deficit. Long-range shot in wide to the right. Anderson looks up. Ekdal Durier. Jim Gottfriedson in as well. And at least for a moment, you have, as some Swedish experts were saying, the three most talented Swedish players of the 2010s all on the court together. Jim Gottfriedson, Kim Ekdal Durier and Kim Anderson. Just momentarily though, as Lucas Nielsen, who's probably safe to say belonging to the next golden generation of Swedish handball. As you see the first shot from Anderson, which doesn't go in. Now he read the shot well on the near post. Nice ball into the line, and that time over the top. And Egypt back within 3. Mohamed Mamdou cuts it away. Just changes his shot at the last second and over the top of Mikael Appelgren. So into the final minute of this first half. Mohamed Mamdou's goal has given Egypt their 10th today, back within 3. Lucas Nielsen tries to play it off. Oh, almost stolen. Bit of luck there, going back into his hands. Gottfriedson tries to go 1-against-1. Shoved out. Now Jere Tolbring. 30 seconds left in this first half. Very intriguing first half as well. Not the highest scoring, but a great tactical battle between these two teams. Attacker foul called against Sweden, and a chance now to cut the deficit to 2. And Dowie goes out alone, almost mispasses it. Space out in the left-hand side. Nice pass to the left wing, and it's a 2-goal game. With 10 seconds left in the first half. Sweden, one last chance to shoot, and it goes away. 2 seconds left on the clock. There won't be any more time for a shot, but that is an excellent end to the first half for Egypt, who did just a few minutes ago find themselves 5 goals down. But at the break, they are within 2, thanks largely to that goalkeeper who's getting the high five from his teammate, Karim Hendawi. Some excellent saves from him throughout the first half, particularly in the opening 10 minutes, also in those final 5 minutes. Also good performances from Mohamed Mamdou on the line. Ahmed El Akmar showing some bright spots as well, as was Ali Zain Al Abidine. He's got a rocket of an arm on him. Just needs to get free a few more times. Also, Eslam Aissa popping up with a few goals in that first half. And David De Vries, the Egyptian coach, can be pretty happy with that opening 30 minutes. As you can see, despite the fact that Egypt's defense is very, very aggressive as well and very heavy hitting, just 2 minutes, or 1 2-minute suspension they've received so far in this game. Just 4 turnovers. Sweden have given the ball away more often, but Sweden's goal flurry in the middle of that first half came mostly through weak shots from Egypt, which were either saved easily by Appelgren or blocked down, and then the counter-attacks that came from it, as you can see there. 100%, 3 out of 3 for Sweden. Aissa with 3 goals, El Akmar 3 goals as well. 2 of them came from the penalty line, and Mohamed Mamdou, which is also there, Shabib, Mohamed Mamdou Shabib with 2 goals as well from the line for Egypt. Kima Anderson came on for his first World Championship game since his comeback, popped up with 3 goals, and it's helped Sweden to a 13-11 lead at the break. And in about 10 minutes time, we'll be back with you with coverage of the second half, so please join us then.
It's going to be a great second half, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second half of Egypt playing Sweden.
Hello everyone and welcome back to our live coverage of Egypt versus Sweden from Group D of the 2019 IHF Men's World Championship. It's both sides opening fixture of this championship, and so far it's been a pretty close one. Sweden for the most part have dominated. They had a 5-goal lead heading into the final few minutes of this half, but Egypt rallied and they've brought themselves back within 2 by the break. We'll see whether Egypt can keep this up. A very aggressive, very active defense has helped them in this game so far, backed up as well by Karim Hendawi in goal with some excellent saves. Sweden playing some decent handball as well, some very good defense, but still looks like they could go up another gear or 2. I think they'll be forced to as well in this next 30 minutes. But so far so good for Sweden, but I think David Davies, the Egypt coach, will be quite happy with the performance so far. Great spirit from the Egyptian side so far. The attack not always smooth at all times, but they're getting the job done. 11 goals scored in that opening 30 minutes. And just before we get started, a quick overview of how this group has gone so far today. We had a 25-25 draw earlier on between Argentina and Hungary, a surprising result there, but even more surprising perhaps was the victory for Angola over Qatar. The 2015 silver medalist Qatar being defeated by last year's, or 2 years ago's last placed Angolan side. They were a goal down in the final minute, but scored 2 goals in the final 20 or 30 seconds or so. We turn it around and snatch victory just before the buzzer. So it's been a day of surprises. Could we have one more? We'll find out over the next 30 minutes of action here, which is just about to get underway. And it's Sweden attacking from left to right on your screens with the yellow shirts and blue shorts, and Egypt defending on the right-hand side with red shirts. Album Lagergren has been brought back in and right back. Nicholas Ekberg brought back in the right wing position. So the starting team has come back on course at the start of the second half. First goal of the game goes to Lucas Nielsen. First goal of the second half, rather, to Lucas Nielsen. As we see Jesper Nielsen thwart a Egypt attack. The defense has been very impressive from the Swedes so far. Egypt struggling at times to come up with ways to get around and get through the Swedish defense. Raisa, the man who was fouled on his way through there, has probably been the most inventive of all, very brave as well on his way through. He's been rewarded a couple of times. Centre back, here he is on the ball again. Plays it off. Waiting on the left-hand side, the shot comes in, rebound falls favourably for Egypt, but another stop, and Mikael Appelgren. And an important one as well. And Mohamed Sanad, who didn't see any action in the first half. With his first action of the game, has his shot saved. I was touting him before the game as a very impressive player. He is, Mohamed Sanad. One to watch out for in this championship, the Nîmes right wing. No good from his first shot. Fredriksson. There's enough blocking there as Lucas Nielsen moves into the centre and tries to go 1-against-1. He's held up as well. And that central block from Egypt, for the most part, been very impressive with El Masri there, making the stop on this occasion. Been playing almost exclusively in defense. He's a line player, but Mohamed Mamdou getting the nod so far as Albin Lagergren gets his first of the second half, and Sweden's lead goes up to 4. Good start to the second half for them. 2 goals in quick succession, and Egypt needs something in reply now. Worked so hard to get back within 2 by the end of the first half. You're seeing that hard work disappear at the moment. Line switch with Mamdou. He goes back in and across, very active as well, looking for any space on that line. There isn't much to be found at the moment. The pass goes nowhere. Sweden counter-attack. Jesper Nielsen to Lagergren. Ekdal Durie playing at left back for the meantime. Lagergren goes 1-against-1, plays it to Ekdal Durie. There's no space though. He goes 1-against-1 this time. He's held up, gets a shot off and a free throw. Could have been more. He was looking for more. He fancied a penalty for that one. You can see the arm around his neck as he went to take this shot. Nothing doing. He makes way for Lucas Nielsen, who comes in at left back. Fredriksson. Nielsen goes in as a second line player. Lagergren. Fredriksson looking for some space, but he runs into the big centre man in the defense, Ibrahim El Masri. Fredriksson. Lagergren. Nielsen. Fredriksson had almost too much space. He decides to pass it off anyway, but Niklas Ekberg's shot to the near post is no good. Fredriksson probably could have and should have gone alone there. Red on there for Egypt. Also organizes the attack and brings in Mohamed Sanan as a second line player. And the right wing goes for the shot alone. He's held up on his way through. Bit frustrating as well, running into a brick wall over and over again. Nice. That's a shot blocked down. Counter-attack opportunity for Niklas Ekberg. Daddy spins it through the keeper's legs. 5-goal lead for Sweden. Third of the game for Ekberg. And there's a timeout called by David Davies for Egypt. He's seen enough already in this second half. 3 goals on the trot for Sweden. Let's see what he and Egypt can do to turn things around.
You must attack more than win the spaces because these two don't move. Okay. Now we're gonna play the cross fastest. Fastest cross. Okay. Mark the crosses and don't cross. Don't cross, go this way. Play the other position, okay? Not, you're not always out, walk it at walk it, but with distance. Walk it at walk it because we are not using position, okay?
Hey, you got hamstring!
Together!
See the replay of that Niklas Ekberg goal. All came from the shot from Yahia Eldera. The misjudged attempt there, and straight into the huge block. Shot straight out. Egypt looking for the switch. There's Eldera. Cuts around, looking for some space, but there's no space in the middle. Tries to go 1-against-1. He breaks through. He gets the shot off, and that's much better. Yahia Eldera, his first goal, and Egypt's first goal in the second half. He just went for it, didn't he? Could have played the ball out to the left. There was an overlap there waiting. Back to himself again, and 1-against-1. Timeout, down with the beast. Already free. Wilson tries to find Lagergren but runs into him instead with the help of an Egyptian defender. Lagergren, Nielsen switches across. Plenty of movement here in this space out in the left-hand side. Nicely found. He could even bounce it. Jerry Tolbring, that's how much space he had. Took his bounce, dropped it over the keeper's head. 5-goal lead once again. Lagergren did well there. Drew the right-wing defender out. Nice finish by Jerry Tolbring. Second of the game for him. The only left wing in the squad today, as Hampus Vanna is recovering from his fever at home in Sweden. He'll be back soon enough. But at least for this first game, Jerry Tolbring has more than enough legs to go for 60 minutes. Nice breakthrough there, and the shot goes wide to the right. The let off there for Yahya Omar. He's fouled on the way through. So the movement from Egypt off the ball in attack is much better. Omar plays it off. Eldera, nice ball in, and there's the second goal of the second half. For Eldera and for Egypt. He's doing much better in the second half as a left back. And there are plenty of options out there in Egypt in the left back position. He tried them all. He finally 2 goals in the second half, 2 goals from 6 attempts. Not great stats, but he's starting to put it in the back of the net. There, Nielsen. Lagergren plays it off to Guthridson. The pass isn't great, but eventually gets out to Tolbring. That's saved. Not much of an angle for him to work with there. The passing wasn't amazing on the way through, and the angle closed down by the time Tolbring got his hands on it. But all credit to Karim Hendawi. He made the stop. It seems that whenever Sweden seem to be pulling away, just having to claw the way back. A couple of goals, not close enough to draw level, but keep them in the game. Another goal here will do exactly that again. Eldera. Eldera now in the centre. Plays it off to Omar. Omar runs into traffic, gets it off eventually. By Issa with the shot off the post. Picked up. Let's go again. Omar, I don't know what deal with that one. Playing in the left wing. He barely seen the ball all day today. The left wing being a bit ignored in this game so far by Egypt. All happening down the centre, with the occasional ball going out to the right wing. You see where Egypt want to score their goals. Ball into the line there, cut out, counter-attack, Ekberg, he plays it back to Lagergren, and it's a 5-goal lead once again. And Sweden looking a bit more comfortable in the second half. Ekberg doing the right thing, playing it back to Lagergren. And in a group where we've had 2 surprise results so far today. At the moment, Sweden don't look like being the next one to suffer a surprise result. Omar scores a nice one from range there. He struggled with his long-range shooting so far today. As you see Guthridsen's shot being blocked down. Another stop for Hendawi, added to the list. The standout performer so far today for Egypt. Andy Nielsen loading in on the line. There's Guthridsen. Waits to make his move. He plays it off to Nielsen. Not a great pass though. And they go again. Guthridsen. Lagergren. Guthridsen, the space in the left if they can move it. No, it's stolen. Went for the pass, but not smart enough. Fast break opportunity for Egypt. They just need to play the ball eventually out to Mohamed Salah. It's not a good one. He had so much space there. But his teammate Omar just couldn't find him. Line switch with Mamdou. Alvarado comes in. He's got space to work with. He tries to find Mamdou, but it's cut out again. Second time in a row. Fast break opportunity for Sweden. And it's now a 6-goal game for the first time today. 2 fast break goals in a row for Alvin Lagergren. 2 passes into the line cut out in a row by Sweden. Same experiment, same formula, same result. And while you're watching now replay, Egypt have earned themselves a penalty. And so Appelgren will make way for Andreas Pelika to get his first action of the game to face this 7-meter shot. As we've seen many times today, here's Aissa earning the penalty, earning the goal with his own. Oh, and that's a nice penalty. Well, they've been perfect today so far for Egypt. And Ahmed El Akmar, brilliant technician from 7 meters out. 4-goal game once again. And we see a change in the backcourt for the first time in this second half. Tim Anderson back on after his 3 goals in the first half. He's back in at right back. Nielsen, Gottfriedson, Anderson, Gottfriedson, Nielsen again. Tries to find some space, and that's a heavy contact. He goes down. Nothing doing there. Referees just say a free throw. Nothing more serious than that, as Jiri Tolbrink comes in from the left wing as a second-line player. Anderson, and this time it's an attacker foul called against Tolbrink, but Egypt rushed it a bit. They didn't take a free throw from where the offense took place. So they go again. Alvarado and Aissa alongside Omar, doing very well in the backcourt in the second half for Egypt. Being a lot more successful. Plenty more movement as well with Mohamed Mamdou on the line. Their cohesion is much better in this second half. Very visible to see, and it's paying off for them. Alvarado comes across, plays it off to Omar. He goes 1 against 1, and the shot comes in, and a penalty given. Yeah, here Omar. Khaled written on his shirt. He'd beaten Lucas Nielsen, and all he could do was hold on to him. Inside defending, and there's the penalty. To be taken once again by Ahmed El Akmar. 3 out of 3 from the 7-meter line so far in this game. Make that 4 out of 4. So Andreas Pelika has faced them twice now with no success. That one once again dropped over his head. Isn't that a haircut on the way through? Egypt back within 3. As I was saying earlier on in this second half, whenever Sweden go ahead by 5 or so, in this case it was 6, and they just keep coming back to Egypt. And Lucas Nielsen pops up with another one. 4-goal lead once again. Omar with the long-range shot bounces it in, but the referees call a foul just before the shot came in. Alvarado. Aissa telling Mamdou where to go, getting this attack started. Aissa looking around, eventually tries to find the line player, but stolen once again. It just never seems to work for them. These passes into the line. Sweden gobbling them up every single time. And there's a timeout called by Swedish coach Christian Andresson. 4-goal lead, let's listen into him.
Kolla den lyfter på högt, så måste vara med full att vara tokig.
Sitter.
Är ni med?
Linus går in vänster, 2 vänster 9. Rundgång ryss här borta på högersidan. Sen har vi
långt över så inte det blir för lång passning.
Sen har vi bonus också. Det viktiga för när vi springer in på bonus är att vi är spelbara på vänster 9 hela tiden. För Kim i det läget. Okej? Här kommer jag gubbar.
No cross. Play the crosses, pulses. Play the crosses and don't cross. Stay behind. You understand? Yeah, defense.
Back underway here at the Royal Arena in Copenhagen. We're almost into the final quarter of this last match of round 1 in the preliminary round of the World Championship. Sweden with a 4-goal lead at the moment. And Gottfridsson tries to make it 5, and that's exactly what he does. Jim Gottfridsson hasn't been too prolific with scoring today. It pops up there with an important goal, 5-goal lead for Sweden right after the timeout. Second of the day for him. As I said, hasn't been too prolific. 2 out of 4 on the day.
Halfway through the second half, Sweden leads 21-16.
Not left back for the first time in this second half. We have Ali Zainal Abedin. Scored 1 in the first half. Got a big arm on him. Can't release it. Here he is trying to go 1 against 1. He's got himself free. Eventually tries to find the line, but he leaves it behind. And a 2-minute suspension is called against Swedish defender Max Stard. He's brilliant in defense all day today. He's playing purely in the center block for Sweden. That's his first 2-minute suspension. A bit of space for Egypt to work with in the attack now, and they make the most of it. Daldurier now in there alone in the center of that defense. And after we saw Mohamed Mamdou spill the ball a couple of times, he just wants to make sure there's enough resin on it and the grip is okay. Not too much sweat, as you see there. He almost had it 3 times. It's bobbled out of his hands. 2 line players in, but the shot is taken without any help by Yahia Omar. Now he's releasing that big left arm of his a couple of times in this second half. 3rd goal of the game for him, 2 of them in this second half. Shots just like that. He's got a hop on him as well. Need to see more of that. They have at times been trying the low shots or trying to go 1 against 1. Wing switch as Nielsen goes in on the line. Gottfridsson tries to find some space, and Anderson tries to find it into the line. Comes off the foot of Ibrahim Al-Masri. Zackerson in on the right wing now. Anderson all out to the left-hand side, but spilled again. Free throw given by the referees. Linus Arnason, that occasion foul, seeing his first action of this game in the left-back position. Ball into the line is no good, comes off the feet of the defenders again. Good work by Sweden, as always, killing this 2-minute suspension. Foul after foul after foul, but the referees have had enough now. The ball changes possession. Egypt with a chance down the right-hand side if they can move the ball quickly enough. Goes alone, and penalty called. And a 2-minute suspension as well for Jim Gottfridsson for the shove on Ali Zainal Abedin. And there's the reason why. So as soon as they'd almost killed that 2-minute suspension, they've got another one to deal with. This time, Jim Gottfridsson, the offender. So it wasn't a penalty, rather, but they have for the next 1 second now. It's over, that 2-minute suspension. They had for a few seconds there. 2-man advantage. There's still space on the left wing for a shot here, and it's put away by Omar El Bakil. I was saying earlier on, left wing had been abandoned. It's his first shot, first goal of the game. This punch is straight past Apple Gray. Omar El Bakil makes it a 3-goal game. Sweden playing without a goalkeeper again. Make it 6-on-6 in attack. Kim Anderson to the centre to Arneson. Nielsen got a bit of space. Attacking foul called against him. Right call there. And Egypt take it away. Want to push it here. Got space to work with. Ball out to the left is open there. If they can find him eventually, he does find the left wing, and it's put away again. 2 in a row this time. Yahia Eldorad comes off with it, and smart thinking from him to go out to that left wing. So much space there. He's a left back by trade. Shows he's got the hops for a left winger as well. 3rd goal of the game for him, and Egypt back within 2 once again. So we're all square in this second half. Halftime score was 13-11 at one stage. It went up to 19-13 in Sweden's favour. They've been pegged back once again. Nielsen, Arneson, Kim Anderson tries to find a way through, but he's fouled. And lucky for him as well, because they'd almost lost it. 10 seconds left on their 2-minute suspension. Arneson, Nielsen. Nielsen in the centre now. What can he do with it? He tries to find the line, but it's stolen. Fast break opportunity for Egypt after moving. No time for bouncing the ball here. Ball on the left is open. Nice pass and spun right at the keeper's foot. And it's Andreas Palika who's come in goal with a big save, his first of the day. So important for Sweden. Keep up some semblance of a meaningful lead here. That spin shot was put away. It had been a 1-goal game, nothing between them basically. As we reach the 50-minute mark, Sweden still with a 2-goal lead, and it looks like they're going to be a man up. The roll of the ankle there for Lucas Nielsen. As he goes down, it looks like he'll be okay. And you can see it there, and also a bit of a heavy challenge up high. Just a free throw though, no 2-minute suspension. 10 minutes left to play. Sweden up by 2 and in possession. Kim Anderson, Lucas Nielsen, Arneson out to the left wing. No room to play with there. They recycle it. Oh, and that's a beauty. Lucas Nielsen, he hobbles away. Obviously his ankle is giving him some kind of distress. He hobbles off there, but not before he whacks one in the top left-hand corner. Gives Sweden a 3-goal lead once again. Ball goes out to the left wing. And Egypt slow things down. Hopefully Lucas Nielsen is okay. You can see right after that shot, he was hobbling off on that ankle, which just moments before he'd rolled. Zainal Abidine stranded out on the right-hand side. Oh, nice ball into the line. There's space for the shot, and it's put away by Mohamed Mamdou. 2-goal game once again. So often we've seen in this second half, balls into the line simply haven't worked, but this time drew in the 2 defenders beautifully. Kim Anderson was sucked in, and Mamdou just hopped into the space and made the most of his opportunity. 3 goals for him. Only 4 attempts on goal, would have had much more, but the passes into him haven't been up to scratch for the most part. Ian Gottfriedson with the shot, and that's easily stopped by Hendawi. Gets us going again. Egypt now, plenty of pace in their counter-attacks, and it's a 1-goal game! Yahia Omar, 3rd goal in this second half. He's really showing what he's capable of here. And really good counter-attacking handball by Egypt. And they're back within 1 goal. A 6-goal deficit disappearing by the second for Sweden. Fourth of the game. And for the first time in a settled 6-on-6 attack, we see Kim Akdal Durie being brought in. only been used in defense and transition attack. Here he is in the left back position at the moment. Let's see what he's made of. Jim Gottfriedson plays it off into the hands of an Egyptian defender, and they come away on the fast break. Can he equalise? He can equalise. It's all square, 22 goals apiece. And it's Yahia Eldara who does it. Gottfriedson's pass straight into Eldara, and he didn't fancy sharing that ball. He went all the way down with it.
Ordentligt djup så vi slipper de här breda passningarna. Va? Att vi kommer antingen på växel, att vi håller djupet så vi kan kliva sen i hålet. Hej, spelar vi en rundgång vanlig, får du man i mitten där. Va? Kliver han förbi, då är du redo att komma på växeln. Jim går där borta. Okay? Jim stycket byter bakåt. Hej gubbar, upp är det här nu igen. Kom igen!
We can. Let's go to a stereo block. A stereo block. If it's passive, we play the support. We shoot, jump on 10 meters. Jump on 10 meters. Okay. Don't cross. Don't cross. Yahia. Don't cross.
Pharaoh is satisfied as Egypt have drawn level with 7.5 minutes left to play in this opening encounter for the two sides of this World Championship. Sweden coming into their tournament. Many people's tips to reach the semi-final or further. A serious test here. They knew it would be tough when they went 6 goals up. Thought it was safe. Daldourier steps up though with his second goal of the game, and the crowd are delighted. He makes it a 1-goal game once again. Kim Daldourier. Brilliant finish. He disguised the shot all the way up and then just released the arm right at the end. Now what can Egypt do to reply? Just a free throw. As Kairi tries to force his way through past Dog. Kairi in the center. Zain El Abidine waiting now on the ball. Here he is with his shot, goes down low. Kalika equal to it. Big stop for him and for Sweden. Daldourier goes for the shot, and this time he blasts it in once again. 2 goals in quick succession for Kim Daldourier, and Sweden back up by 2. Ball into the line is a good one. Immediate response by Mohamed Mamdou. Oh, and it's all happening here. 6 minutes left to play at the Royal Arena in Copenhagen. For a game which began so slowly in terms of attack, it's really heating up now in the second half. And that last shot by Kim Daldourier. Wow, that was a heavy one. Karim Mandawi in goal, knew where it was going. He was equal to it, but he was just blasted into the net alongside the ball. Here he is, Daldourier plays it off to Lagerwell. Daldourier goes alone, and he earns a free throw. Good defending. El Masri beat a rock in that Egyptian defense. Played purely in defense in this game, and he's done an excellent job. Oh, that's too many steps called against Lagergren. He landed before he could get the ball off, already taken his 3 steps. Egypt now. And yeah, another good response, and it just says so much about their heart and their team spirit. They've fallen behind throughout this game with 4, 5, 6 goals on one occasion. And always come back, never by quite enough, but now they've drawn level, only to fall down by 2 again. Here we are with a chance. Fewer than 5 minutes left on the clock. And a chance to draw level once again. Kyrie. Space in the line there, but he goes along, gets a shot off, goes low again. Zain El Abidine. Kalika is onto him. Al Akbar waiting at the right back. Zain El Abidine with the shot, he goes low once again. I just told him that Kalika was onto him, and once again the low shot easily stopped by Andreas Palika, who's done well since coming on for Aquagren. 4 minutes left on the clock. Gottfried's in no rush in the center of that Sweden attack. Del Durie gets us going. Lagergren, Gottfriedsen, Del Durie about to come into the center. Decides to go along with the shot, and it's saved this time. Ben Hendawi. Hendawi gets it going. Egypt take it away, and again, they don't need to be in any rush either. Time is on their side. 3.5 minutes left to play. Just a goal down, and the ball is in their hands. So we now have Abby Nielsen and Ekdal Durie in the middle of that Swedish defense. So far, so good for them. Aisa tried to go alone, and it's worked out for him so often so far today. Plays it off to Omar. Seinel. Ball into the line is a good one. Where was the defense there? Caught sleeping as Mohamed Mamdou sneaks his way behind into space. And Jim Gottfriedsen, as he looked behind him, couldn't believe it. Nobody could believe it. As Egypt and Mohamed Mamdou, with his 5th goal of the game, draw level once again. And there's only 2.5 minutes left on the clock here. Gottfriedsen goes along with a shot, and that's a beautiful shot and a big, big moment from last year's Euro MVP, stepping up to the mark. Wasn't the prettiest of goals, but it doesn't matter. One jot, 3rd goal of the game for him. And Sweden back in the lead again. You feel one big stop by this Swedish defense or goalkeeper could mean the end of this game. Oh, Egypt off the post. That's unfortunate, and it comes off an Egyptian hand. Sweden ball. So it wasn't a stop. It was the post that helped them in the end. Could that be enough? Sweden in possession. One more goal here should do the trick. They managed to withstand Egypt down one end. And they need to break through one more time. These sides have faced each other in the last 2 World Championships in the preliminary round. Always entertaining affairs. 4 years ago, it was a draw between the 2 teams. And Gottfriedsen is doing his level best to ensure that it's not a draw this time. 2 goals in a row for him. Makes it 4 on the day, and Sweden up by 2. Zainal Abidine plays it off to Omar. Zainal Abidine goes 1 against 1. He gets the shot off, saved by Palika, but it's a free throw. Good stop by Palika. Amounts to nothing here as Egypt still on the ball. Zainal Abidine, can he get it off? No, it's an attacking foul called against him in Egypt, and that is almost certainly that. And Sweden have survived what looked like at one stage in this second half to be 2 guaranteed points as they went 6 goals up. But it turned out to be a much tougher task than that in the end. Ekdal Durie is playing keep ball now. Lagergren tries to find the line, comes off the foot, but it doesn't matter. Corner throw for Sweden. Just 12 seconds left on the clock. The hand is up for passive play, but no matter what happens here, there's no way Egypt are going to score 2 goals. Gottfriedsen looking for some space. He goes alone. He makes it 3 in a row. 3 goals in the final few minutes from Jim Gottfriedsen, and that is the deficit. That is the difference between the sides today. 3 goals at the end from Jim Gottfriedsen. Some excellent saves by Andreas Palika as well. And what a game to end the first set of matches at this Men's World Championship. All credit to Egypt for coming back over and over again. They didn't let up once throughout the first half, found themselves down by 4, down by 5, came back by the end of the first half within 2 goals. In the second half, same story again, down by 4, down by 5. At one stage, after a couple of Alvin Lagergren fast breaks, down by 6 goals. But they fought and fought and fought, backed by Karim Hendawi in goal. And some much better shooting in the backcourt as well by the likes of Yahia Omar and Eslam Aissa. They came back, drew level. Mohamed Mamdou finding some space in the line, but Jim Gottfriedson stepped up in the final 2.5 minutes with 3 goals. That's the difference between the sides today, as we wait to see who the player of the match is. And I wouldn't be surprised if it goes, well, I'll let you find out. And it's Lucas Nielsen who gets it. One of many Swedish players who deserved it today. Lucas Nielsen, an excellent performance, and wrapped up his evening with a wicked shot before he came off hobbling with an ankle injury. Hopefully nothing too serious for him. He picks up the player of the match award. But overall, the 2 points is all that matters to Sweden. They've survived this challenge, and overall they are favourites to win the group. And looking at the 6 teams in action today, Egypt, I think, will have a chance of contending for a top 3 spot as well. As we saw earlier on today, that we had Qatar, the finalists from 4 years ago, losing to Angola by a single goal, an excellent game there, and then Hungary and Argentina drawing 25-all. The evening here at the Royal Arena in Copenhagen ends with a 3-goal win for Sweden, and that's it for today. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join us tomorrow for more action from the 2019 IHF World Championship. But for today, from me, Chris O'Reilly, and all the team here, it's goodbye.
1-2. Jeg ved heller ikke, om der er nogen, der siger, det er bare så du ved, så du ved, den er der. Jeg kunne ikke se den. Er du gemt dig? Så sådan lige gør mig nervøs, for den ikke virker, eller hvad? Welcome to this post-match conference. Let's hear a statement from the winning team of Sweden. Head coach Mr. Andersson, your comment to the game, please.
Yeah, I want to thank Egypt for the game. I think speak for both teams that the first game of a tournament is always very much emotions and a little bit nervous. But I think both teams played a very good game with good attack, good defense, and good goalkeeping. Yeah. For us, it was some good saves, and that my players in the end went for it and took the shots. I have no big analysis at the moment, but I'm very happy for the win and that so many Swedish fans were at the arena. Thank you.
And please, Mr. Davis, head coach of Egypt, your comment to the match.
Yeah, well, first I want to congratulate my players because today was a really tough match. Sweden was playing almost at home because everyone was supporting them. Well, we fight a lot. We play, I think, really good handball. We are 4 months changing everything, and I'm really satisfied of the performance today of the team. And well, we need to keep on, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. And now to the players from Sweden. Mr. Tolbring, your comments to the game?
I want to thank you, Egypt, for the game, and we played good defense and had not so much fast break that we want to, but it was good defense, and we're going to try to do it more and better next time. Then it's an amazing atmosphere here in Copenhagen because we almost play like home, so yeah, it's a good game.
And Mr. Eldera from Egypt, your comment, how did you saw the game?
Of course, it was a good start. We're playing against Sweden, a tough game. But I think it's an advantage to start with this game so we can know where we stand between the top teams. We've been developing a new system. I think we gave all we have in the game. Of course, we have some mistakes. We're going to correct it. We finished the first step in the group stage. We still have 4 games. We're going to give it all what we have, and we hope we do better than that.
Thank you. Do you have any question to the coaches or the players? Then thanks for coming. Hope to see you again after the next match. It will take place on Sunday, 3:30, Qatar against Egypt. Thank you. Good night.